the mosque. When the community interacts with them, then they start sitting there. Quickly, before after 1 hour, police and the military was around. We thank God they arrest those people that brought unknown people.
Also coming up, thousands of illegal weapons retrieved in the Greater Accra region as part of government's amnesty program.
Greater Accra is leading with surrender of weapons. And for that, I can guarantee you, with the help of the Accra commanders, DCOP do. So, yes, we are not...
Christmas comes alive in the Western region as the annual Christmas in Tadi is celebrated.
Demba is actually in Tadi. He's from Italy, same as me, but he's here, he's enjoying himself. So I don't know why you stay in other countries and other cities and not come enjoy here. My leg is not doing good. I have a knee injury, but I'm here having fun. It's needed. It's health-wise, you are going to lose.
Later on the ChannelOne Newsroom, lack of basic infrastructure affecting teaching and learning in Digu DA Primary School in the Nanton district of the Northern region.
Class mo can be class 3. Tiya mo sranye kakwase. Ti kan ti jonle tung ban sawa. Katinya madaara. Christmas nye tiya mo sra. Katinya ye komanti kuru song ti zang po Christmas pulu. Katinya position. Ti kan ti jonle tung ban. Christmas. Ti ka Christmas. Ati jonle tung ban. Adora baharate.
Coming up in ChannelOne Business. Bank of Ghana cautions against what it describes as misleading reports on the operations of Gold Board. And in ChannelOne Sports. Head coach for Super Eagles of Nigeria warns against defeat against Tunisia in their Group C clash. Thank you for joining the Boxing Day edition of the ChannelOne Newsroom. Let's start a bulletin from the Volta region because there is heightened tension in Ho following a violent attack at the Ho Central Mosque, where masked assailants reportedly opened fire on worshippers. The incident left 10 people injured, with 2 currently in critical condition, and is believed to be linked to a long-standing leadership dispute at the mosque. The attack, which occurred on the afternoon of Friday, December 26, involved about 5 marksmen who allegedly stormed the mosque and fired sporadic gunshots, triggering panic and chaos among worshippers. ChannelOne News' Desmond Salasiago has more in this report.
The incident occurred on Friday when about 5 masked men reportedly stormed the whole central mosque and fired sporadic gunshots, causing panic among worshippers. 10 people sustained injuries, including gunshot wounds, while 2 victims are currently receiving critical care at the whole teaching hospital. Although police are yet to officially confirm the motive behind the attack, it is widely believed to be connected to a long-running imamship dispute that has divided the Muslim community in Ho for years. The dispute centers on rival factions laying claim to the position of chief imam of the mosque, resulting in repeated tensions, confrontations, and failed mediation efforts by community leaders and security agencies. Over the years, the disagreement has led to sporadic clashes, disruptions during prayers, and the involvement of traditional authorities and Muslim clerics in attempts to restore unity with little lasting success. Friday's shooting represents the most violent escalation of the dispute so far. The Ghana Police Service has confirmed the arrest of some suspects in connection with the attack, while military personnel have been deployed to the area to support police operations and help restore calm. Some of the injured victims have been speaking to City News, recounting moments of fear and confusion as gunshots rang out near the mosque. Mohammed Kija, a youth leader in the Zongo community, has called for an urgent resolution of the long-standing imamship dispute to prevent further violence and restore peace within the community.
I picked this information early dawn this morning about 5 something that some people are planning to come and attack us on the mosque. So I quickly called 66. Some people they are unknown people with a gun breaking the mosque. When the community interact with them, then they start shooting them. Quickly, before after 1 hour, police and the military was around. We thank God they arrest those people that brought, unknown people that brought the gun. And this is the second time they are doing this thing. My question is, you want to lead a community? Will you kill the community before leading them? No, you can't kill the community before leading. And the imamship is not about the chieftaincy, it's about pastor or father in the community. If you don't deserve it, why are you forcing yourself? We thank God. I use this opportunity to thank the security, police, soldiers, national security, and the BNI that there is a camp, and they have arrested them. Those people from the other side, they took some people from Santan and bring them with the gun, and they arrest a lot of them. We thank God. We want peace. We are peace-abiding people. That's why we send the matter to court. And the case is pending in court. I'm appealing to the national police and the soldiers to take this matter seriously.
Although calm has been restored here at the whole central mosque, residents here in the community are calling for a permanent solution to the long-standing issue. Reporting for ChannelOne News from the whole central mosque, I am Desmond Salasiano.
Meanwhile, the Central East Regional Police Command has assured residents of a peaceful and secure Christmas season as it intensifies measures to clamp down on criminal activities across the region. Residents have, however, been urged to remain vigilant to ensure their personal safety. Our Central Regional Correspondent, Akwesiado, has more.
Since October, the command has embarked on sustained swoops and special operations, leading to the arrest of more than 30 suspected criminals. Investigations into the cases are ongoing. In addition, over 40 unregistered motorbikes believed to have been used in various criminal activities have been impounded. Speaking to ChannelOne News, the Central East Regional Police Commander, DCOP Peter Ncho, said the operations form part of a broader strategy to maintain peace and security during the Christmas festivities and beyond. He warned that the region will not serve as a safe haven for criminals.
Our preparation for the Christmas started way back around October to bring down crime within the region. The intention is just to ensure that we bring down crime to its lowest ebb. A lot of the people attest to the fact that at least this time round, crime has come down. As far as preparation for this Xmas is concerned, we are ready, and people within Central East will have a very peaceful Xmas celebration.
He further disclosed that enhanced police operations since July 6, when the last highway robbery incident was recorded on the Kaswa-Winneba Highway, have successfully thwarted several attempted attacks.
Since 6 July, that we recorded the last highway robbery, we haven't recorded any. And we are there day and night, even in the dust. But we couldn't withdraw our people because we tried withdrawing them from the initial stages to vary our operations by using the vehicles and the motorbikes, and we noticed the criminals were monitoring our movements, and so each time the teams moved to a different location, then they operated. And looking at the nature of the road, it was very difficult for us to respond within a very short time, and that was why we started recording the highway robberies.
The command has also foiled multiple robbery attempts targeting traders, particularly women, in Kaswa.
We have conducted a lot of operations to reduce robbery within the area, and later what started coming up had to do with traders who are targeted at dawn time. Now, these are people who most often use unregistered motorbikes. If you see them using any registered vehicle or motorbike, then they have snatched it from somewhere to commit the robbery, and they will dump that one somewhere and then run.
Meanwhile, in the capital of the Otusenya East municipality, officials say discussions are ongoing to prevent traders from encroaching on major roads during the festive season.
Christmas festive season, a lot more people comes to town. And already we did the decongestion a couple of months ago to make sure we free up our tarred roads for easy flow of vehicular traffic. And so going back or to giving into their demand to mean that we are going back to the old system. So we are using dialogue to make the traders understand the need for them staying off the tarred road.
During an engagement with heads of the various state security agencies, the Member of Parliament for Otusenya East, Felix Nakoyo Okuno, pledged logistical support to enhance security operations and ensure their success.
The security forces or the security services in the constituency have been of great assistance to us. They've been cooperative, they've collaborated with us. We decided to visit them so that they could brief us on their security arrangements for this festive season, the way forward, and what we can also do to assist them in operationalizing the plans that they have on paper. Giving them fuel for their day-to-day operations so that we know that in their line of duty it is either a motor or a vehicle and they would need the fuel to run it.
Crime rate here in the eastern part of the region has generally reduced to its barest minimum. The command, however, says it will continually enhance its operations to ensure the safety and security of residents. For the ChannelOne Newsroom, I am Akwesi Ado, Kaswa Central Region.
Now, in more news, the city of Takoradi is living up to its Christmas city status as the two-day Christmas Masquerade Festival begins to meet the expectations of patrons who have traveled from far and near. Participants of this year's Takoradi Christmas Masquerade Festival, speaking to ChannelOne News, Western Bureau Chief Akwasi Ajianim, say the vibrant festival not only gives patrons an opportunity to distress, but also contributes significantly to the local economy of the Christmas city.
December is actually in Takoradi. He's from Italy, same as me, but he's here, he's enjoying himself. So I don't know why you stay in other countries and other cities and not come enjoy here. My leg is not even good. I have a knee injury, but I'm here having fun. It's needed. It's health-wise, you are going to lose weight. It's like literally like a jogging. Have fun with friends and family, you know? He's here to have fun. Even though he doesn't speak English, but he's here with us having fun and everything. So yeah, just come to Takoradi. Oyo City is the place to be.
During Christmas, everyone knows that the place to be is Takoradi. Yeah, I was born here and grew up here, and currently I live in UK. I came all the way to UK, all the way from UK to Ghana, just celebrating my family and also to have a feel of uncles. So it tells you the vibe and the joy that brings around the whole community. It brings the community together. Everyone come out from their houses to celebrate. We had a masquerade club, and also we have a lot of people coming from other countries, Europe and other places to celebrate the anchor season. So you can see from the background, Supreme, they are enjoying themselves. It's so peaceful, so peaceful. So I encourage everyone that next year, if anyone wants to come in, they are welcome to come to Ghana and Takoradi. You're going to have a good time.
Let's now focus on health. The Government and Hospital Pharmacists Association is warning of excess alcohol abuse during this Christmas season. The association says the tendency of abusing alcohol and drugs is high during this period. Now, speaking to ChannelOne News, President of the association, Dr. Emmanuel Obiafe, says caution must be exercised. There is more in the following report.
The Government Hospital and Pharmacist Association in its Christmas message says the increasing spate of drug and alcohol abuse among the youth is worrying and must be addressed. GOSPA says such abuses can lead to kidney and other diseases. President of the association, Dr. Emmanuel Oriafe, says opioid abuse have long-term effect on people.
The first one has got to do with the abuse and then the misuse of drugs and several other substances, particularly red, etc. As people engage in laborious activities throughout the Eurotide, that tendency is there. But we want to sound a caution to the general public that yes, indeed, these medications, etc., have effects on their health. They have effect on their kidneys. They have effects on their lungs, etc. And so they should not abuse these drugs. If you are indeed in need of any medication, you should speak appropriately to your prescriber. You should speak appropriately to your pharmacist so that the right medicine can be issued to you in the right quantity so that you take it within the ethical regimens. The second issue has also gotten to do with the abuse of the use of these shisha, e-cigarette, and then vaping, especially by the female youth. Unlike, the regular cigarette, etc., which, sound sometimes very offensive to people, these e-cigarettes and shisha, etc., are kind of glamorized. They are packaged in a way that is so much appealing to the youth, but unfortunately, they have very, very detrimental effects. The nicotine contained in some of these substances, and then the carbon monoxide, etc., that is emitted in its use is very, very precarious to the body.
Now, pupils and teachers of Digo DA Primary School in the Nanton district of the Northern Region are studying and working under deplorable conditions, making effective teaching and learning extremely difficult. The lack of adequate furniture for both pupils and teachers has forced many pupils to lie on their bellies to read and write, exposing them to health risks and significant discomfort. Our Northern Bureau Chief, Shawana Yusuf, has more in this report.
At DODA Primary School, people struggle daily with the lack of basic furniture, while teachers are equally constrained by the absence of desk and other essential teaching resources. Some affected pupils shared how the situation negatively affects their learning experience.
Class mo can be class 3. Tiye mo sranye kakwase. Ti kan ti jonle tumban sawa. Katinyama daara. Kurswa nyeti ye mosra katren ye komanti kuru song ti zang po kosma pulu katinya kosijin ti kan ti jonle tungbano ka kosma ti ka kosma ati jonle tungbane adoro gbaherte ati ruwan ti ye gwanti kuru song ti zang po kosma pulu
kan yina jo incha jo ko primary school in class ye P3 kataka kosma nyeti yal mosare tejia tenya darum nso la MP nete disi nukata song tukata shkurma mal dan kata jinma tenya darum teshkurma tukka kosma nyeti yal mosare kachan joskro di primary school kabe class 3 teshkurma tukka kose ti kala school tangkat jon sabra katen jon tanga katnya dara ay ku ya uniform kana zno ay ku sha paal jaan salan yal kana le zon solo MG no government kan borna MP karatu santé kat kurman katnya kose.
Teachers at the school also expressed frustration over the inadequate furniture in the school and its impact on teaching. Mohammed Abubakar, a teacher at DODA Primary, revealed that some classrooms are without a piece of furniture, with a few available ones recently repaired.
The school here, we are facing so many problems. As part of the problems that we face in this school include furniture, as you can see. The entire school, we have about 250 students in the school. And in almost all the classrooms, when you go to any classroom, then maximum furniture that you can get in the classroom either 4 or less than that. And this makes teaching and learning very difficult. As you can see, monitoring children to write is very difficult in class here. When you give them exercise, before you go around to check how they are doing. In fact, some of them, when they even come to school, their clothing will be dirty before school closes. And this makes it a challenge to us here. Here we have so many challenges, but the furniture is the key issue that we have in this school.
Speaking on the lack of teacher accommodation in the school, Mr. Abubakar noted that teachers have to travel several kilometers to school on a daily basis to impact knowledge on school children. He says this has contributed significantly to teacher absenteeism.
We don't have teachers' quarters in the school. Right now, I'm just coming from Tamale. We come all the way from Tamale to this community, and that is Nantong district. And from Tamale to Nantong district, in fact, it's not a small journey. Before you get here, you even be tired. And when you come here, before you end your lessons, you will be exhausted, and you are compelled to go back home. And this makes it very difficult for us to come back the next day. But we are trying our possible best. And this makes it difficult for some of the teachers to make it up to the number of times to come to the school in a week. So we are pleading. In fact, if we can get furniture, what is it called, teachers' quarters in the school, in fact, it will play a major role to enhance teachers' attendance in the school. Because inefficient attendance or lack of attendance in the school, sometimes you come, the number of teachers in the school will not be encouraging. And this makes teaching and learning very difficult because you will be in your class and the other class, if the master is not in, they will be disturbing you. You will be compelled to be moving around. You will be compelled to move from primary 1 to class 6. And that makes it very difficult for us. So we are pleading if we can get quarters here, it will play a major role in the development of the school and the community as well.
The assembly member for the Dio electoral area disclosed that it took the intervention of a philanthropic organization to establish the school facility, adding that several appeals to government for furniture support have yielded no results.
The building is that one is okay for the school. Because if look at the building, it's not for government property. It was built by one of Muslim missionaries. I think they came here and built some mosque for us. So they wanted to build a makaranta for the community. So we asked them to bring it to the school so that it will help out with the infrastructure with the school. So for the infrastructure, I think it's okay now. But for the furniture there, that's the only thing that we're asking maybe the government and then DC and the MP to come to our aid and help us. Because after the infrastructure, they cannot boast of building in the infrastructure for the school. But we're just appealing to them then to come out to help out with the furniture and maybe looking forward, we are hoping that the infrastructure, we are looking forward to see some, maybe other thing we are looking for is teachers' bungalows.
You are still watching the Channel One Newsroom here on Channel One TV. Still ahead. Bank of Ghana cautions against what it describes as misleading reports on the operations of Gold Board. We have details of that and others coming up shortly. Please stay with us.
Polytank is everywhere, durable and authentic. Stronger brand you can trust. Polytank, we get some more Rambo and get some more super. And the Polytank we did.
Polytank, Papa no Asa. Unbelievable. Said you have a city and the Amama Kai or baby and a home fair. Wow! Hello, Miss World.
Hello, Ajimara.
Now I hear now what to say.
Me who yo, madam for be ho e classy. Me ne ye nneema do so.
Me nya na nka me wogana. Na so me talk, me na wiase a na ma be pie electronic shop bi a kire se. Said you have a city no. Na ohunfo nyini e na hwa wo mani so say. Me ba. But gold, diamond, jewels, necklaces, pearls, blankets, everything. I'm a girl, bro.
Chimera of international waters. Hey!
Wow! Obwa, onye abochire bia.
Obwa wani breno.
Yenkwana no kocho.
Ha! Iti abroche nani?
Sister, Electroland Ghana Limited showroom for Krani. Kasi Kumase, Omo when you say Samsung, TCL, Media, and a NASCO product. I don't know when you have Omo be able to say Kaswa, Asamai, Makasim, Tamale, Sprinters, Coca-Cola.
Ajumara. Iti mi na nkaba chiche ajuma kutu ya so me say bam.
Me private jet no kwa. Be see me na me ba. Let's bygone be bygone. Hey, eniyama mo pese mo yi no wa bia. Munyi yo yebeyi.
Electroland Ghana, home of electronics and affordable luxury.
Hey Ghana, so you people know Miss Brother Man's more. If you knew, it's your boy. Kill them all. But this time, I'm not only killing mosquitoes, I am killing the great. See? This wouldn't have been possible if I didn't have the perfect mosquito-free atmosphere. Thank you, Out Insecticide. And yeah, Out Mosquito Coil. For a mosquito-free atmosphere, trust Out to... You are not serious.
Out Insecticide. So ya bois, faha.
Remember when I turned 50, I did this show, it was called KSM 50. That was KSM 50. Now, the favorite show I did since KSM 50 was called The Secret of GH Girls.
Very soon you'll be in a car and you're going, yes, no for.
Now I'm 69. But even at 69, I've come up with a new brilliant show. Your friend, Old Age is a Rascal. And it's coming to you live from the Cactus Creek. And it's happening on the 25th, 26th, and the 27th of December. Old Age is a Rascal. You can't miss this. It starts with a lunch buffet. Starts at 1, and then about 4:30, we take a break and you come and see the special. Old Age is a Rascal. And the number to call is 055 039 5007.
Yeah, welcome back. This is the Channel One Newsroom on Channel One TV. Next is business with Ashika Caesar.
Dear Santa, all I want this holiday
is special family time.
Whenever you come around family, you can find love.
To go on an adventure.
Tickets to every game. Some giggles.
And a puppy.
Let's go!
Yippee!
This holiday, simply stay connected and get all you want on DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Alishka, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Charles. How are you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay too.
All right, let's have your bulletin.
Right. Now in business, the Bank of Ghana, BOG, has cautioned against claims circulating about alleged losses from its gold trading operations in 2025, insisting such figures remain speculative until its audited financial statement are released. In a statement responding to heightened public debate fueled in part by references in IMF program reviews, the central bank said any assertions about losses linked to gold operations lack credibility without the backing of audited accounts prepared in line with statutory requirements. Here's more.
The clarification follows comments in the IMF's latest assessment of Ghana's Extended Credit Facility Program, which flagged financial risk linked to the domestic gold purchase program. The fund noted that losses associated with gold transactions under the program had increased following its expansion. According to the IMF, losses from the artisanal and small-scale mining Dore Gold component of the Gold for Reserves initiative reached $214 million by the end of the third quarter of 2025. The fund attributed much of the losses to adverse trading outcomes and fees paid to gold board off-takers. These losses followed earlier setbacks under the now discontinued gold for oil segment, which recorded losses of $128 million in 2024. In a statement issued on Thursday, the BOG urged caution in drawing firm conclusions ahead of the completion of its audit, arguing that the IMF's observations should be viewed within the broader macroeconomic context and the strategic role the domestic gold purchase program has played during the period of severe external pressures. While defending the program's strategic value, the BOG acknowledged that it has come with fiscal and operational costs. The bank disclosed that its board has approved reforms to improve pricing mechanisms and operational efficiency, particularly in downstream operations. These reforms, set to take effect from January 2026, are aligned with provisions in the 2026 national budget to fully resource gold board and strengthen oversight across the gold value chain.
Now, economist Professor Patrick Isumin is pushing for a shift from exploitation of Ghana's mineral resources to value addition, which he opines will help generate employment for the youth. This follows the Ghana Gold Board surpassing its 2025 small-scale gold export target of 100 tons, generating more than $10 billion in foreign exchange for the country. Speaking on the issue, Professor Isumin says processing the minerals instead of exporting them will help address some of the country's socio-economic challenges.
It will even be much better for the young people of this country if, rather than simply exporting the raw gold, we were doing some processing with that, and that we were adding value in the sense that we were creating more sustainable jobs for younger people by doing more processing and doing value addition. So I think that is an area that we should focus on, not just be happy to collecting the gold and then exporting in raw form.
Let's now bring you an update on how the currency is performing on the interbank markets. And that's it for Channel One Business. I am Nashika Caesar. Charles, back to you.
Thank you very much, Shika. Let's do some other stories. And the National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons has revealed that the Greater Accra region is leading in the number of illegal weapons retrieved under the gun amnesty program, according to recent data. The Commission disclosed this during a visit to the National Mosque, where the National Chief Imam was present to educate the Muslim community about the gun amnesty program, which ends on January 15. Channel One News' Manuel Ayama was present and reports.
The gun amnesty program, which began on December 1 and runs until January 15, offers Ghanaians the opportunity to voluntarily register or surrender unregistered or illicit firearms without fear of arrest, prosecution, or interrogation. The initiative aims to reduce the proliferation and misuse of firearms in the country. Speaking on the sidelines of a visit to the National Mosque to educate the Muslim community about the amnesty program, the Executive Secretary of the National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons, Dr. Adam Bona, disclosed that the Greater Accra region is leading in the number of arms retrieved under the program.
We had the Upper West Regional Police Commander mentioning how many over 100 weapons have been surrounded. We want to see the same. The Greater Accra is one of the regions where Most of the weapons we have collected as part of the amnesty has taken place per our data. I won't give you that information. We are supposed to hold on to that information. But Greater Accra is leading with surrender of weapons. And for that, I can guarantee you, with the help of the Accra commanders, DCOP dude. So yes, we are not doing bad with the amnesty.
Dr. Bona explained that the decision to engage the Muslim community through the Chief Imam was based on the strong influence he holds. He added that the Chief Imam has agreed to serve as an ambassador for the program.
The Chief Imam is one pillar who has brought about peace in this country. Take it or leave it. He is one person who doesn't preach, disturbance. Even at a time when some people said bad things about him and the Muslim youth took up arms, he told them to stop. He doesn't like these things. It tells you that you cannot do such a thing without asking for his blessing. So we are here, and before today we were at his residence, and he accepted us with open arms and accepted to be a gun amnesty ambassador.
The Greater Accra Regional Police Commander, who was also part of the visit, assured the community that no arrests would be made. He urged individuals in possession of weapons to come forward and surrender them.
We urge all of you to send the information far to all individuals in possession of illegal weapons to surrender these weapons. The assurance from the police and other security agencies is that when you submit these weapons to the police or any station, you will not be arrested, you will not be prosecuted. Nobody will even ask you any question, the source of the weapon. And that is something that we should all buy into it.
Reporting for Channel One News from the National Mosque in Accra, I am Manuel Ayama.
Now, a recent survey conducted within the White Volta Basin has revealed that levels of cadmium, chromium, and cyanide in parts of the river system exceed the World Health Organization's permissible limits at several locations, including the Yape River. The findings were presented in Tamale at a research dissemination forum on the impact of mining activities on the Volta River Basin, organized by the Tama Foundation. The study highlights growing concerns over the increasing concentration of heavy metals in water bodies that serve as sources of household water. Northern Bureau Chief Shawana Yusuf has more in the following report.
In an interview, a research scientist at the CSIR Water Research Institute, Zita Nangmenyele Abuntori, attributed the presence of the heavy metals to illegal mining activities, certain farming practices, and transboundary pollution from neighboring countries, describing the situation as both unfortunate and worrying.
We know surely that from research that illegal mining activities disturbs soil, and that releases a lot of heavy metals into the water, and that is a contributor. Not leaving out also our neighboring country inflows from Cote d'Ivoire and Burkina Faso that are linked, where Ghana receives water from upstream, and their effect is also running down through the water system. So we are looking at the whole network of pollution. So right now, what we have found out that there is certain levels of cadmium, the lead, and chromium, and then with the cyanide also showing up, even much more than the mercury. And we are seeing that this is of concern, and something should really be looked at in an eye on the Volta River system.
Speaking at the event, Professor Saadito observed that Ghana should not have reached its current state of largely uncontrolled mining. He emphasized that no amount of mineral wealth can compensate for the loss of the country's natural environment, and called for urgent measures to halt further degradation.
We shouldn't have allowed it in the first place, because in the long past, people were doing mining, but it wasn't that serious. We're not using big machines to uproot anything. They were just probably doing that out. So we shouldn't have allowed it in the first place. So it is good that now we are saying don't enter the forest and do any mining. But also we shouldn't allow mining in settled areas. Where people have settled, you don't go and do mining there. You can do in areas where there's no settlement. And the argument actually is that no amount of minerals can replace what is above ground.
Reacting to the findings, the executive director of the Tama Foundation, Dr. Chris Anab, described the results as alarming and urged government to implement more targeted interventions, including the creation of alternative livelihood opportunities for the youth to discourage environmentally destructive activities.
What generally came out is that in terms there were traces of heavy metals, and what was really revealing was that cyanide was widely used, and that was a source of concern because we all know the health implications of cyanide in our water bodies. So that came out as a big shock to all of us. And we also found out in terms of the socioeconomics of mining, it's likely the youth, age between 18 to 35. And these are strong, energetic people who should either be pursuing a skill or be working in sustainable areas, but they're all caught up in the mining. And there were a lot of testimonies on the ground as to how young people have left school to run into mining and the implication of that for our future human resources of this country. So it's ended up with the recommendation that our government needs to really do something. We do know that the government has done well, has amended the Mining and Forest Reserve, LI, which used to be 2462. So that's a good thing the government has done, but the government can do more.
Well, this is still the Channel One newsroom here on Channel One TV. Still ahead. Head coach for Super Eagles of Nigeria warns against defeat against Tunisia in their upcoming Group C clash. We are back in a moment. Please don't go away.
Having the right diagnosis can save your life. Welcome to SynLab. Inside the state-of-the-art facility, patients have the benefits of cutting-edge technology, experienced lab technicians, personalized care in our ultra-modern clinic, and most importantly, answers.
I've been doing all my tests at MedLab for over 20 years, till they rebranded to SynLab. You know, he was just a little boy when I started bringing him to MedLab. Oh, sorry, SynLab.
SynLab. SynLab is the new MedLab.
My family trusts SynLab.
At SynLab, our highly trained personnel give our clients personalized attention every step of the way.
SynLab is the preferred option for your annual routine health checks to avoid negative health surprises.
SynLab is the new MedLab.
SynLab, medical excellence for you.
Remember when I turned 50, I did this show, it was called KSM 50. That was KSM 50. Now, the favorite show I did since KSM 50 was called The Secret of GH Girls.
Very soon you'll be in a car and you are going, yes, no for.
I'm 69. But even at 69, I've come up with a new brilliant show. Your friend, Old Age is a Rascal. And it's coming to you live from the Cactus Creek. And it's happening on the 25th, 26th, and the 27th of December. Old Age is a Rascal. You can't miss this. It starts with a lunch buffet. It starts at 1, and then about 4:30, we take a break and you come and see the special. Old Age is a Rascal. And the number to call is 055 039 5007.
Rooted in heritage. Shaped by ambition. Defined by style. Inspired by soul. This is Afro Quality, the first multi-country concept store for African brands, now in Nairobi, Kigali, and Accra.
Hey Ghana, so you people know Miss Brother Man Small. If you it's your boy. Kill them all, kill them all. But this time, I'm not only killing mosquitoes, I am killing the greats. See? This wouldn't have been possible if I didn't have the perfect mosquito-free atmosphere. Thank you, Out Insecticide. And yeah, Out Mosquito Coil. For a mosquito-free atmosphere, trust Out to... You are not serious.
Out Insecticide. So ya boa, faha.
Thank you for staying with the Channel One Newsroom. Next is sports with Yahweh J. Minta. Yeah, you're welcome.
Hi there, Charles.
You're
Thank
good?
you very much. Oh, yes, I am doing very well.
All right, take it away.
Most definitely. We begin with matters on the AFCON, and Nigeria head coach Eric Schell says his team must avoid repeating mistakes when they face Tunisia in their 2025 Africa Cup of Nations Group C clash at the First Stadium on Saturday, December 27. The Super Eagles opened their campaign with a 2-1 win over Tanzania. However, Nigeria lost control after a slow start to the second half, allowing Charles Momboa to equalize in the 50th minute. Eric Schell has called for greater sharpness in the final third against the Eagles of Carthage.
Good morning. Your question is good, but I don't think this is the best time to talk about that. Because like I said earlier, we have a game tomorrow against Tunisia. And if I talk about my game project right now, I can give some information to the coach. So every day we improve, but you know, when you improve, sometimes you have to step down to go up more. So sometimes it's very good, sometimes it's a little bad, but we can't. The most important thing is the state of mind. The player are very focused about that. Every day we work on it. Every day we work on it. They are focused. They are strong. They give me everything. So for that, thank you to my player. Thank you to my player. So now this is me. I have to put this guy in the best place, in the best moment, to do the best game that they can do.
Now, still on the AFCON, and Uganda take on Tanzania in the other Group C fixture of the day, with both sides desperate to get their campaigns back on track. Uganda were beaten by Tunisia in their opening match, while Tanzania fell short against Nigeria, leaving both teams under pressure to collect points and keep their hopes of progression alive. Elsewhere in Group C, Senegal and DR Congo meet in Tangier in a clash that could prove decisive in the race for top spot. Both sides impressed in their opening games and will be aiming to seize early control of the group. Benin also faced Botswana, with both teams knowing that anything less than victory will leave their qualification chances hanging by a thread. Now, the Minister for Sports and Recreation, Kofi Adams, has charged the local organizing committee to ensure the 2026 African Athletics Senior Championships is a great and memorable event. The committee was inaugurated on the eve of Christmas Day to oversee preparations for the 24th edition of the championships that is scheduled to take place in Accra from May 12 to May 17, 2026. Adams added that the committee was inaugurated well ahead of the event to allow them to cover more ground in planning and ensuring a successful championships.
We've seen all of you here, your track records. But we didn't select you only because of your track record. We selected you because we know that you will be doing something extraordinary to make the African Championship even a greater one, and that countries that will be participating will leave here with a memory of wanting to what? Come back to Ghana. And so you have a huge tax, but a tax that I know you are capable of facing and getting it through. We didn't want to enter next year before inaugurating you, so that you will say, oh, we were inaugurated only in the year of the competition. We want to say that you were inaugurated in 2025 and not 2026.
Now to the English Premier League, and Liverpool head coach Arne Slot says he has moved on from his recent fallout with Mohamed Salah and insists the issue is now over. Salah has not started for Liverpool since the 4-1 Champions League loss to PSV last month and was benched for 3 successful Premier League games after 53 consecutive starts, later claiming his relationship with Slot had broken down. Slot says the matter is now in the past and added he did not want to dwell on the issue with Salah currently on Egyptian duty at the Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco.
When I used him in the squad again, that was already a sign that we've moved on, and I brought him in the first substitution I made. So we moved on, but now he's at the AFCON, and he has important games over there, so it's fair to him and to the Egypt team that we don't talk about him as much here if it comes about Liverpool, and that's also fair to the players we are having, because we have to play a lot of games as well. So I think it's in the best interest of us, him, and Egypt that we've already shown with actions that we've moved on after his Leeds interview, and now he needs his full focus on Egypt, and we need our full focus over here. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Calm, because I think I know what I'm doing. If you put a lot of effort in, if you are very well prepared, it's maybe also easier to be calm because you know what you're doing. I have, with some people around me say, a 360 approach, which means I constantly think over and over and over again to look at from every different angle. And then I think if you do it like this, then maybe it's a bit easier to be calm because you thought about it so well.
And that's all for sports. I am Yao Ejimita. Charles, over to you.
Thank you very much, Yao. And this is where we wrap up the Boxing Day edition of the Channel One Newsroom here on Channel One TV. But before we go, let's recap our headlines. 10 people sustained gunshot wounds after gunmen attack Ho Central Mosque. Thousands of illegal weapons retrieved in the Greater Accra region as part of government's amnesty program. Christmas comes alive in the Western region as the annual Christmas in Tadi is celebrated. And lack of basic infrastructure affecting teaching and learning in Digu DA Primary School in the Nanton district of the Northern region.